Hi guys. I'm super excited about week two because in week two, we're going to dive into the most important concepts of the program and the weight loss. So, before we dive in into the practical steps, I want to give you a clear understanding of how your body actually creates and uses energy. Because once you understand this, you'll never fall for fad diets, weight loss gimmicks, or quick fixes again. Now, your body can run on two fuels, fat or glucose. Now, here's what most people get wrong. They believe that we need carbohydrates because carbs give us glucose. But that is not true. The body needs glucose, yes, but it does not need dietary carbohydrates to get it. Big difference. Your body is fully capable of producing all the glucose it needs through a process called gluconeogenesis, which literally means making new glucose. This happens mainly in the liver, where your body converts some amino acids from protein and glycerol from fat metabolism into glucose, enough to fuel the few parts of your body that do require it. This is how our ancestors survived for hundreds of thousands of years, through feast and famine, without bread, pasta, or cereal. They ran primarily on fat, with gluconeogenesis kicking in to provide essential glucose when needed. So, which cells do need glucose? Our red blood cells, because they don't have mitochondria. They're little cells that make energy, so they can't use ketones and therefore rely entirely on glucose. Some parts of the kidneys and some small parts of the brain, although most of the brain prefers ketones. But again, your body can make all the glucose it needs without carbs. Now, we have two main fuel systems, and your body is designed to switch between the two fuel systems. Number one is glucose-based energy. It comes from glycogen, which is stored sugar, quick access, but short term. Glucose dominates when insulin is high. And this is what most modern people run on all the time. Second energy source is fat. It comes from our fat stores and is converted into ketones before it's burned. It's long-lasting, stable, and anti-inflammatory. Ketones kick in when insulin is low and glycogen is used up. Being able to switch between the two is called metabolic flexibility. It's what our program trains your body to do. Why always running on glucose is a problem? If you're constantly topping up glucose by eating carbs all day, you keep your insulin high, you never burn fat, and you get blood sugar crashes and cravings. Worst of all, chronically high glucose can trigger the Warburg effect, where damaged or cancerous cells start relying heavily on glucose for survival. This is one reason why being a sugar burner long-term may increase the risk of conditions like obesity, type 2 diabetes, cancer, and neurodegeneration. What happens if you don't eat enough? If you cut calories and protein, as many crash diets or weight loss injections do, your body will still need glucose. But with no carbs and not enough protein, it has no choice but to break down your own muscle to create it. This is what happens with the GLP-1 injections and many rapid weight loss drugs. The weight drops quickly, but it's mainly muscle that is lost, not fat. That also leads to your metabolism slowing down. And once you stop the injection, weight comes rushing back. This does not happen on this program. What we do instead is we run your body on a hybrid fuel system. We use fat from your own fat stores for stable energy and long-term fuel. And we have glucose via gluconeogenesis from eating adequate amounts of protein. We eat enough meat to provide all the essential amino acids for making glucose naturally, preserving and building muscle, and also supporting our hormones, bones, and immune system. This means you won't lose muscle, you will burn fat, your metabolism stays strong, and you won't regain the weight. Now, protein, fat, and energy production. How does it all work? Inside each of your cells are little bugs, like I would almost say, called mitochondria. They are tiny, tiny energy factories. And they can burn glucose, which burns fast, but is a bit dirty. It produces more oxidative stress and is less efficient to burn glucose. Or they can also burn fat and ketones, which burn cleaner and generate more ATP, which is your body's energy currency. Ketones also reduce inflammation and protect the mitochondria from damage. This is one reason why ketones are anti-aging, anti-cancer, and promote long-term energy and health. In fact, cancer patients often are put on a ketogenic diet, at least if they're working with somebody who is more into holistic health, and because it literally starves the cancer cells. So let's recap. Your body needs glucose, but it does not need carbohydrates. You can get all essential components from meat alone. We run on two fuels, glucose and fat. Your body can make glucose from protein via gluconeogenesis. Red blood cells and parts of the brain need glucose, but meat gives you what you need. Crash dieting or weight loss injections cause muscle loss and metabolic damage. Our program runs on stored fat and dietary protein, protecting your metabolism. And being a fat burner means you stay lean, energetic, and protected for life. In the next video, we'll look at glycogen stores, how they work, how long they last, and how we unlock fat burning once they're depleted. See you there.